Hi friends, I'm back in the car on the passenger seat because I still can't drive. The cheek of me to film these car videos when I can't even drive and I'm not even sat on the driving seat. Like, how unkill can one get? Just like a passenger princess filming the car video when I literally can't even move the car. Actually, fun fact, I just had to get my mum to come out the house to move the car for me because the lighting was so bad. Oh god, ick. I know it's running. How are we all? I've got a tea. I'm back in the car filming a little chatty FaceTimey vibe video. I feel like everyone liked this last time, so I decided that I would do it again to see if it was just a coincidence that people watched the last video, whether just because you like this kind of video. So once again, I asked on my Instagram for any questions that you might have had. So we're gonna just have a little chat. If I can find them, where did I put them again? I probably should have found these before I started the video, but I can't remember when I did it. Hold on, let me find the questions. A lot of the questions are, how am I doing still being at home? For anyone who doesn't know, basically I moved back in with my mum after living kind of independently for 6 years, and I had to move back home for finance reasons, just to save money, pay off my debts. I've been home now since March. It is now June. Not gonna lie, I thought I'd be gone by now, but I'm still here. I'm okay, but I'm not gonna lie. I filmed the same kind of video about a month ago and I think I was a lot more positive then. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm really struggling at the moment and I'm just a bit stuck. I know that sounds so silly and I don't know why I hate my hometown so much. I don't even think it's so much the hometown, I just think it's just being so far from everyone and everything. I miss out on a lot when I'm here, and my house is kind of out the way, and I can't drive, so I can't get anywhere, and I haven't got my own bedroom, so that's starting to stress me out, and I'm still living out of bin bags, so like that's also been a bit stressful. And I think the first few months were fine because it didn't feel too permanent, but slowly but surely it does just start to grind on you. So at the moment I'm just feeling a bit lackluster to describe myself. You know, do you ever just feel like when you start feeling down, you almost subconsciously try and make yourself feel worse? Like, I don't get why I do it, but there's certain things that I know that I have to do to ensure that I feel happier about like my life and stuff, and I just stop doing it. Or like, tell me why when I'm a bit sad and struggling, I then stick on Adele. Why am I listening to Adele when I'm sad? Like, that's so silly. Like, she's such a sad singer and I'm putting her on every day. Like, that's ridiculous. And then the gym, I've been completely slacking with the gym, even though I know it makes me feel better about things. I've got these tablets that I take because I've got IBS. I've got these tablets that just help my tummy a lot, and I know that if I don't take them I get really bad tummy problems. So tell me why I stopped taking them. That's so weird. It takes 1 second, maybe 3, probably about 3 or 4 seconds to, you know what I mean? And I know that if I don't have them, I get in a lot of pain. So then why do I not take them? Stupid behaviour. Like, I've been doing loads of weird stuff like that recently. Like, I feel like I'm just falling off. So silly, but I love matcha. And having matcha every day is like one of just my luxuries of the day. Like, I just love waking up and having my matcha. And I ran out when I first moved here, and I've just not had it since. I've not bought it again, and I just think, what am I doing? Like, it's so silly. So anyways, part of me is feeling so happy because I have managed to save a little bit. I've reached my first saving goal, which is really good, and I need to keep reminding myself that is actually so good, because literally 4 months ago I was in 3 overdrafts. I had no savings. I was just in a horrendous financial state, and already I've paid off all my overdrafts and I've got a little bit of savings, and I've got my first savings goal ticked. So that is good, and I need to keep on just reminding myself about that. But all my friends are in London or in Manchester, and they're all doing all these fun things, and obviously I'm here and I don't really see many people when I'm here. And I think as well, because I've been gone for so long, my friends that I do have here kind of forget that I'm here, and that's not bad on them. Like, it's just, it would happen, but I've been gone for 6 years and they're not used to having me like in their weekly schedule, so therefore it would probably be weird for them to add me in now, so then I don't really see anyone. But I'll get there. I'll get there. You're gonna have rises and lows, and last time I was feeling so positive, and of course I'm gonna have a bit of a low. I just kind of wanted to be moved away in the summertime, and obviously it's now mid-June and I'm still not away, so it's kind of starting to think, oh god, is it actually gonna happen? And with the bank right now, I don't think it is. But you know what, I'm still doing my 3 jobs. 3 jobs means 3 pays. You never know where I'm gonna be in the next few months. But yeah, it's fine. I'm okay. I'm being dramatic. Don't listen to me when I say this, because I know it's like not the right mental attitude. But I know coming home was the best thing for me, like for my financial state, because obviously to pay off my overdrafts, to save, and I know it'll do good for my future. But I can't help but feel like I'm also just wasting a bit of my 20s. I know that sounds daft because I'm not, because by doing this I'm going to ensure that the rest of my 20s is great, but because I'm just sat here literally just existing, like I don't do anything when I'm here other than work and just sit in the house, and I've got all of my friends who are doing like just having so much fun together, and they're doing these things, and they're going on trips, and they're going out, and I'm not doing any of it. I just think, oh god, am I wasting time when I could be having fun? But that's not a good right attitude to have, because I'm not wasting time. I'm ensuring that my future's gonna be better, so I can have more fun in the future. It's just an interval. I'm having an interval. I'm having my own interval, and when I'm successful, these are the days I'm going to talk about. This is the bit, you know, in the interview that the people have, and they're like, oh yeah, god, before I got that acting job I was sleeping in my car. This is my bit of that. Obviously it's not intended to sleep in a car, obviously. So that's that. I'll probably feel better again in a month or so. I think it's because it's been since I went to London. Basically I went to London for like a week, and I just had a lovely time, and then I came home and I just didn't see anyone, and I was just working all the time, and like obviously I'm working mornings and then I edit during the day, and then I'm working on a night, and I've got a few days off, but on the days off obviously I do YouTube, so really it's kind of like, oh god, there's a lot going on, which is fine. I'd rather do that and earn more money, but then I've got no like sweet release, because it's not like I'm then seeing my friends on a weekend, or like I'm also working on a weekend and then I'm just not seeing anyone. So it's just a bad phase, but I'll be fine, and I would say give me another month and I'll be great. I'm going to continue with the gym. Went this morning, I feel loads better for it, and I made like my favourite breakfast, which is like a healthy favourite breakfast, which I was happy about. And yeah. Oh, this is an interesting one actually. Someone said, have you ever struggled with the age gap between you and your sister, / do you fight a lot? Oh, I don't know whether she'll watch this video. Do I be truthful or do I? Basically, between me and my sister, there is a 11-year age gap, and it is quite hard because I feel like I'm an only child, but it almost feels like we're two only children living together, because you've got to think I had 11 years of child development, living my life as an only child. My prime years was as a kid was me being an only child, and then obviously when you start getting a little bit older, that was when I went to secondary school. That's when my sister was born, when I started secondary school, so I felt like I'd already kind of had my childhood. I'd already developed as a human, whereas my little sister, it was kind of the other way around. She had the start of her life having a sister, but obviously the start of your life you don't really remember, so from the age of 1 to 8, you're even a human at that age, like not really, like there was probably only the last 2 years or something that she actually remembers me being there, and then I moved to Essex for uni, and then I moved to Manchester, so then she was just at home with my mum being an only child, and I would just come home once every term or once every 2 months or something for like a weekend. So it is weird, it's a weird dynamic. We do fight, but it's less of a fight, it's more of a I try and fight and then Mimi just gets upset, and then I'm the bad guy. We definitely don't argue as much as we could. I think a lot of sisters argue so much, and we don't really. It's more just it's more like a parent her, to be honest. Like there's certain things that we'll argue about. It's not because she stole my clothes or she stole my makeup. It's not like that kind of arguing, like sister arguing. It's more if she says something in a tone that I don't like, I'll check her on it. We've got to learn. We've got to learn, these kids, you know? But I would definitely say Oh? Hello?
Hello, is that Miss Bree?
No. Who is Miss Bree? Because they've been phoning me from when I was about 16. This Mrs. Bree? Who is she? I feel more like her secondary caregiver than her sister, because there is such a big age gap. However, I do think there's been a massive change in like the last year, which I'm really excited for. Obviously she's getting older and she's started to like boys and stuff. She started talking to me about it, and I've been so excited for this time, because I remember when she was literally about 8 and I was like, who do you fancy at school? She's like, no one. And I was like, what? How? Like when I was 8 I had like 3 boyfriends. Like what? Not really, but I used to have like I had a lot of primary school crushes. Like that's what you would do, like you would fancy people in your class. Not my sister. So I think it's gonna change from now on. Like I think we'll probably be closer as we get older, which will be nice. So I am looking forward to it. But no, I don't struggle with the age gap. It's just different. Someone said, what is your tanning routine? I've got no tan on right now, hence the pasty legs. So pale. Basically, because of my Roaccutane, I'm on month I started in April, May, June, so I'm on like month 3 or whatever. I can't go in the sun when I'm on Reaccutane, so I can't tan. I am obviously gonna have to be a fake tan girly this summer, which is so sad because I'm gonna be going to Mykonos with everyone and I'm gonna have to put fake tan on, and then what if it goes in the pool and the pool goes orange? I remember one time, oh my god, it was so embarrassing. So my ex-boyfriend, right, I went to like a little weekend away with like his family, and there was a hot tub and I had tan on, and I went in the hot tub with tan on, and then the next day in the morning the family were like, what is that in the hot tub? It's disgusting, like is someone spilt food in the hot tub? It was the tan, and there was like a rim of tan around the hot tub, but it was like old tan though, like it was like it had it on for what, it wasn't even real tan, because I don't wear real tan. I wear like, you know, the moisturizer stuff. So I thought surely it's not going to come off in a bloody hot tub that I'm in for about 13 minutes. It did. It came off and I didn't say anything. I just was like, oh my god, so embarrassing. It was, honestly, can you imagine what I felt like on the inside, because they were fuming and I was like, oh my god, no. Yeah, super awkward. So I don't want that to happen in Mykonos, so I'm a bit nervous about wearing tan, but hopefully, maybe I'll just embrace the slightly, I mean, I'm naturally not pale, like I'm not naturally pale, like, this isn't pale really, it's just I'm used to going quite dark in the summer. Just the fact that I can't go darker this summer is really sad. But anyways, getting off topic, the tan that I like to wear, like the moisturiser tan, is Love and Tan. It's really nice. It doesn't last forever. It's quite expensive and you don't really get much in it, but it is really nice. I would love a cheaper alternative. So if anyone's got any suggestions, please comment below, because I would really enjoy a better, cheaper one. I've got a few questions about making friends in your 20s. I really want to be better at this. Do you ever just feel like, I don't know, I thought at this time in my life I would have a friend group. You know, dare I say it? I'd be Rachel, I'd have a Ross, there'd be a Chandler, a Monica, a Phoebe, you know, a Joey. I'd have them all there, I'd have a cute little meeting spot, and we'd have cute movie nights, and we'd go out for dinners, and we'd do all this fun stuff, but I just don't have that. I don't have a friend group. I've got my Manchester friend group who I'm going away with, which I'm really excited for, but even then, obviously they're not here, so I don't feel like I'm in it, really, because obviously I'm not there anymore. I'm hoping that when I eventually move to London, I am going to make a very conscious effort to try and be a little bit more sociable. I do get in the habit of just staying in, or when I do go out, like not really mingling with other people, I do just kind of stick with who I'm with. Or like if I go to a Pilates class, I'll just go do my workout and go home. But maybe I should start chatting to girls and stuff when I'm there. And like I know a lot of people who go to like run clubs and girls who walk and girls who chat, and I've heard a lot of success stories. If you're someone who wants more friends, definitely sign up to something like that. Unfortunately, there's nothing like that in Sunderland. Like they don't exist in Sunderland, so it's not like I can even do it now. They exist in Manchester, in London, Liverpool, all like the bigger cities. So they do sound fun, and I've always kind of been a bit skeptical because I am a little bit, you know what, I say I'm awkward. I'm not awkward one-on-one. People laugh when I say this, but I think if you met me one-on-one, you would think I was quite confident, dare I say, because I am chatty. I hate awkward silence. Like I'm the type of awkward that if it's quiet, I wouldn't just be like, I'll chat to fill it. Like I like to talk. But as soon as you put me in a group situation or someone asks me a question, there's a few people present and all eyes are on me, I go to pieces. So therefore, like gals who run or girls who like walk and they've got like the big groups of people, that scares me a little bit. Whereas a randomer could say, do you want to go on a first friend date? I'd be like, yeah, and then we'd chat all night and I'd be completely fine. It's group situations that scare me. If you're not bothered by that, you should go. Like, I am definitely going to try when I move again, because I think that's one of the biggest issues that I had with Manchester when I first moved. Can you see my leg hair in the light? I think you probably can, and I'm going to watch this back and be like, oh, T, why'd you put your leg there? Let's just put it back. One of the issues with Manchester when I first moved was that I spent the first 6 months just in the house on my own. I didn't make any friends, I didn't go and mingle. I was horrendous, and I refuse to do that again when I move. I point blank refuse, because it is, you know, we're too young to be sat with no friends. My issue is as well though that like I have a couple really good friends who I would, you know, like trust my life with, but even so I don't see them a lot, which makes me really sad. Like I would love to see them like every week if I could, but you just can't, which is really sad. I'm hoping that when I finally move, that'll change. I'll become a little social butterfly. I think I might also like slide into people's DMs on Instagram and stuff. Like I think I'll, like people who I follow who I know live in London. What's the worst that can happen if I message them and say, hey, do you want to go for a coffee? They say no. Alright, well I'm no further back. Bit awkward if I see them ever in future that they pardon me on the date, but it's okay. That's not big of a deal, you know? Had quite a few about my love life. I want to settle anytime soon, all that good stuff. No. I get really confused about how I feel about this situation because part of me, so I've not even drank this at all, like it's too hot. This car is boiling, like I'm definitely got sweat patches, it's so hot. Part of me wants to really take the next, I don't know, however many years, 5, 6, 7, whatever, I don't know, however many years, to just smash it and just focus on myself, to get my money up, to get my career up, to get my self-confidence. Like, I just want to really like focus on me and have those years, because I just think you've got your whole life to be with someone, so why rush it? I've got my whole life to settle and move in with someone, have a baby and get, like, do you know what I mean? I've got forever to do that, so why feel like I need to do it now when I've got so much that I could do on my own now? So that's part of how I feel. But then the other side of me is like, but I don't want to date, I don't want to do the one night stand thing, I don't want to just randomly text someone for no reason. Like I don't get any fulfillment out of that. I just can't do it. I've got no interest in going to a club and necking on with someone who's a stranger. Like I have to like someone to kiss them. I couldn't just kiss a stranger. And if I don't want to settle, what's the point in dating? I know people just do it for fun, but then it feels like a little bit of a waste of time. I don't know. I definitely don't want to settle for a while. Like I definitely don't want to get a house and get engaged and all that for ages. Like I don't want to have kids for at least another 10 years. Like I want to be an older mom. Earliest 35 to have pop my first one out. And that is earliest. If I could do it at 45, I would. But obviously women have got a friggin' clock. It could freeze my eggs, to be fair, but I also do enjoy like connection and having that one person you can count on. Like I do really enjoy that. I don't know. So I don't know. I'm not gonna go off and do things for the sake of it when I don't really want to. Like I'm just not like that. And I'm not against any girls who are, or boy. I mean, I know most boys are like that, to be honest. Girls and boys are very different in that respect. But I almost wish I was more like that. I always have this fear that I'll be with someone and we'll settle down, we'll have kids, whatever, and I'll get to 50 or 60 and think, oh my god, like why didn't I like mess around more or date more people or X, Y, and Z. Like I get scared that I'm gonna have that, but then I actually just don't think I am. I think people only have that if that's in them, but it's just not in me. I've not tried, but I think I have the thought, but then I don't do anything, so then it's just not what I want to do. And then I don't know, I just think this is just what I'm like. I'm not going to change how I am. Part of me is like, it would be lovely to be with someone who's also got lots of career goals and who wants to do their own thing, and it's more of like a mutual grind together, not each other's pockets and that like relationship, but more of a, you've got your thing going on, I've got my thing going on, and we meet at the weekend and have a kiss and a cuddle. Like that's what would be my dream. It's like not too serious, because it's not moving in and it's not sitting texting 24/7 and getting weird when they go out with their friends, and like I just can't be asked for any of that. Like that's just not what I want. Like I don't want someone to dictate my life. I just can't deal with it. I've had it before and I'm not doing it again, but I guess what I want is kind of rare, so I don't think that's gonna happen. And so anyways, I think my type is just book boyfriends. I love the boys in books, and that's where I get my love from, is my big boyfriends, so I'm gonna just keep it like that for now. I've had quite a few messages of people asking how I manage to get out my overdraft, how I'm saving money, and you know what, I feel so happy that people are asking me these questions, because never did I ever think I would be given advice on this topic. And to be honest, I'm just gonna say it now, I can do a lot better, but I think I've made some good changes, and obviously it is working. So I have also got 3 jobs, so that's also helping, but I'm gonna just talk you through what I've been doing. So basically, let's be real, the main reason why I've saved money is because I've moved home. I was paying like nearly, how much was I paying? Nearly like £900, whatever it was, a month, just on rent and bills. That's like without my food shop and stuff, and it was a lot of money. I was also not doing food shops, I was buying little bits every day. It adds so much money, and I was just so careless with my money. I also used to go out pretty much every day and go and walk to the coffee shop. I used to try and do my 10k steps every day, right? And if I got a Sula, it's so hot. I actually can't explain how hot it is in this car. I feel like I'm hitting menopause. Oh my god. I like to have a goal point to do my steps. I find it quite tedious just walking around just for the crack. Whereas if I walk to the coffee shop, it's like I'm walking to something. Let's say it's 5,000 steps to the coffee shop. I'm getting my coffee and I'm walking back home. And there's a goal. Whereas if I'm just walking around until I hit it, like I find like that's not very good for my brain. So basically I started walking to Gales. And Gales is so expensive. Why is it £4.95? Was it £4? Wait, is it £5? It's like £5.50 or something for a coffee, and it was just it was like most days. I would do it 5 times a week, so it was like 5 days of the week, which it adds up. And then sometimes I was there and I'd get a little croissant. Or I'd walk past my smoothie bar and I'd get a smoothie as well. And I didn't realise until I'm kind of the person who again, this is so toxic, I don't look at my bank. And I know that sounds crazy and I hope people understand this, but I just do not look at my bank statements. What I don't see doesn't hurt me is what my opinion was, my trail of thought was. So I never used to look, so I don't think I actually deeped how much those daft little purchases was taking a toll on my account. Even daft things like Amazon, I would get some stupid stuff from Amazon. It's just £2 or £3, but when I'm doing it so often, it adds up, and it was just so much money a month was coming out on just these daft little small purchases. I just wasn't smart. I've came home, I've saved a lot of money for not paying rent, but there is other things that I've done as well. I sold a lot of my stuff. I did a huge declutter, sold so much stuff. I ended up making like £400 because I just had so much crap, and I made, honestly, Vinted, great. She did great for me. I sold loads of my stuff, made like £400, popped that straight off my PayPal debt. I paid for a Pilates program online, which reality I can just get that on YouTube. I paid for a fitness app on my phone that I didn't even have anymore. It was an old app that I didn't even realise that I was still paying for each month. Make sure you check your Apple subscriptions, because I didn't realise how many things I was paying for monthly that I've probably done it for a free trial back in the day, and I've just never cancelled it. And then it was like £3-4 coming out my bank every month, and it's just daft stuff like that that I just wasn't very aware of. And that's definitely me being just stupid, and I've had to grow up a bit in terms of money. I thought it was quite funny sometimes. I'm like, ah, God, I'm in my overdraft. But it's actually not. It's not funny. It's not big and it's not clever. So I just made it my priority to try and clear them. So yeah, so different changes. Even getting this cup, this mug. I bought this mug for my mum about 7 years ago for a birthday present, and basically my mum never uses anything I ever give her, so I knew that she'd never use this. It was like behind the TV. So I just took it for myself, and now whenever I go for a walk, I make my own coffee or my own tea. I put it in here. Now, rather than walking to a coffee shop, I'll walk to the park, so I can go to the park and have a sit down. You know, it's more like that kind of thing. I try and walk everywhere now. In Manchester, I've gotten such a habit of getting Ubers everywhere. Even like when I get the train back to Sunderland, there's like so much of me that's like, just get an Uber. Like, it's just one. But I'm like, the bus stop is a 5-minute walk. Yeah, it's annoying with my case, but reality, what's like 20 minutes of pain to save you a tenner? So I've been doing that instead. If I go to a restaurant or I go for breakfast with my friends or something, I'm just a bit more mindful on what I'm getting. I'll get a tap water rather than a drink. Sorry, my camera overheated. That shows how hot it is. I've not been buying new outfits when I go out. I've been trying to rewear stuff and just stuff like that. Just a lot of little changes that they might sound small, but when they were all added together, it does make such a difference. And I would really urge everyone to go on your bank statements and just have a look at how much daft money you do spend each month, because honestly I was so shocked when I looked. I was like, surely not. Last question, I'm gonna have to go because my mum needs a call back since I'm not driving, it's not mine. Someone asked for another Reaccutane update. Skin is looking okay, it's fine. It's really dry. I'm now having the side effect of bloody noses. It's so dry on the inside, it is driving me insane. I need to start putting Vaseline up it, but like, I've got a communal Vaseline in the house. I don't really want to start like poking it up my nose. So I probably should buy my own one. Or to save money, I'll scoop it out and put it in my own little container. See, this is how I'm thinking these days. Skin's very dry, my lips are very dry, they've cracked at the sides. I mean, it's not great, like it's Reaccutane, I knew it wasn't going to be great. The last time I went to the doctors she said to me, "Are you feeling sad yet?" And I was like, what? Because basically a side of Reaccutane, like a massive side of Reaccutane, is like depression. But then she started getting me thinking, like, is that why I've been down? Is it that? But I don't think it is. I think it's just a coincidence. I don't think it is that. But regardless, I'm 3 months in. Hopefully I've only got another like 3 or 4 months to go, I'm hoping. I've been really lucky, to be honest. I've not had anywhere near as bad side effects as some people. My scalp's really dry, so it does look kind of dandruffy. It's kind of snowing. But you know what? There could be worse things. I think that's going to be the end of the video. Okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to have some cereal. So I just got some protein cereal and it's chocolate and it's 0 sugar. It's fully chocolate flavour. Don't know how it works, to be honest, because I'm just thinking like surely there must be sugar somewhere, because I don't know how you can make something so sweet without sugar. And it's like got protein in it and stuff. Blows my mind. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. The DMs are always open. Alright, love you, bye.